De Facto Podcast is privileged to have been founded on Wadjuk Noongar land.
We pay our respects to the traditional owners of this land and express our sincere gratitude for their ongoing guidance as we work in their community.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of De Facto, where we discuss our 9 to 5 kind of relationships in another podcast literally no one asked for. I'm Nicolette.
I'm Kate.
And a big shout out to Flat Tyre Laney, whose tyre was flat this morning. So
Sorry, everyone, I'm doing TikToks at the same time. Multitasking. Who thought a woman could do that? Well. Okay, yes, Laney had a flat tyre this morning. Moving on swiftly, who's our sponsor?
Our sponsor is Macca's, because with inflation, they're the only people staying steady.
Do you know what I like about Macca's? I just feel like, yes, they are a takeaway company, but they're a healthy takeaway.
They're a healthy option. Exactly.
And it's so rare to come by a takeaway that is healthy, and I feel like Macca's has just really hit a market with that.
And you know what's also great? McCafe coffees.
Honestly, best coffee in
If
town.
you want the world's best coffee,
McCafe.
McCafe.
It's got to be. Speaking of coffees, I had the most fucking annoying experience this morning. I'm gonna set a scene. I've worked a lot this week. I've been doing some late nights, so I'm tired. Get up early to come record this stupid podcast. Just kidding, love it. And I'm in the. I've ordered a coffee. I'm the only one there. I'm in a rush because I'm never running early. I'm always running late. And this woman is the slowest person ever making my coffee. And then she stops and has a chat to the other person, but like doesn't keep making my coffee, just stops. And she's frothed the milk. She's got the milk in her hand. She's just holding the milk and my cup, chatting.
Kate, that is infuriating me. I'm not even there. I wasn't even there.
And I'm looking at her like, are you fucking kidding me? And then she pours it. She puts the lid on the coffee cup. She's holding it. Then she starts chatting again about the next coffee she has to make.
Oh,
I'm
my
like,
God.
Give me my coffee. Give it to me.
Nah. I can't stand people when they can't multitask. So you're like, they're like doing something, right? Or they're like, okay, for example, they're like, I don't know, buttering some bread. I just want a slice of bread. And I'm like, yeah, thanks. And they're like, oh, no worries. And then so they got the bread, they're putting the butter on, and they'll be like, oh, you know what happened to me today? And they stop buttering the bread and they're holding the knife and they're telling you what happened. And I'm like, that is a great story, but keep buttering the bread
Butter the fucking
while
bread.
you tell it. Like, you don't need to stop and turn around. Actually, as well, when people are driving, I'm on a roll now. When people are driving and you're behind them, they're going hell slow, and the driver keeps looking at the passenger when they're telling their story.
Oh, my God.
And I'm like, you don't need to make eye contact when you're driving. Look at the road. And they're swerving everywhere like, staring at their passenger. Like, I don't think I've ever looked at my passenger.
You've just unlocked a new anger within me.
Yeah. I know it is.
Level unlocked.
Because Kate and I are actually really calm on the road, so it's not a big deal.
This past week, I've had some ups and downs car re-driving on the road. I did say driving an old car was in for 2023.
Yeah.
I'm just going to move that into the out. I'm going to move into the outs for 2023. Okay. Ups and downs, I would say this week, Barbie the Camry wagon. My transmission is fucked, I believe. And I was telling Mum about it. Basically, when I'm driving, she's going up to real high revs at 20, 30 Ks. I don't get any faster. And then after about 5 minutes, she kicks into gear and I can go faster.
Okay.
But I'm very slow on the road. And I was telling Mum about it. And she said, oh, has that given you a little bit of compassion for other drivers on the road? And I thought,
No, Mum.
I wish it has, but I'm still fucked off at everyone driving slow on the road. Even though I'm driving slow, I know why.
Yeah.
It's not my problem. But you're driving slow and you have a perfectly good car.
But that's what I mean. Like, if I see like an old as hell van and I'm coming up to the lights and they're in the left lane,
You don't go behind them.
No, you get into the other lane because
Yes.
you're like, I'm going to put my bets on that this guy's slow because he's got a shit car.
Yes. I see people come up behind me and I'm like, you're going to regret that later.
But then you go behind like a new Audi and they take off slower and you're like, just no one have anywhere to be. That's what I think.
Hurry the fuck up.
Move.
Butter your bread at the same time as talking to me. Drive faster.
Drive faster.
Anyway, I'm really glad I got that out of my system.
Speaking of cars, though, I just got my car service this week.
Yep.
Oof. They go, your brakes are really like on the edge. And I said, didn't I get them replaced last time? Like, are you a bit heavy on the brakes? And I was like, look, probably I am quite heavy on the brakes because I drive fast and then I suddenly have to stop. So there you go. $800 later.
Yeah.
It feels good. It does feel good.
It does
Couple
feel
of new
nice.
brakes. And the worst part is they didn't vacuum my whole car. They vacuumed the passenger seat and the driver. And I said,
What mechanic is vacuuming cars?
what? I always get, when I get my car serviced, you always get a
That's some
vacuum.
hot girl type privilege,
Oh.
girlfriend. I ain't
Well-
getting that. Are you getting that, Lainey? Lainey's shaking her
Damn, you
head.
guys need to go somewhere else.
I'm going to the hand wash guys down the road. You know the ones I'm talking about.
Well, then
the bubble men.
they should be vacuuming. Don't they make it?
Well, I get them to detail my car because you've got to keep it looking nice.
exactly. Because we all know it's what's on the outside the counts.
And we know that, and we've said that.
Exactly.
I have learnt some new skills this week. I'd say positive. I learnt some new skills. I learned how to change the transmission oil in a car.
So that's just the olive oil that you pop in?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's olive oil. I jacked the car up, got under there, unscrewed the little transmission-y box thingy-majiggy, had a bowl, caught the fluid, screwed it on, topped it up.
Easy.
Excuse me, coming through.
Mechanic.
So if anyone would like some hints or tips, happy to share.
Well, that's nice of you. That is nice. Maybe you could charge $1,000 an hour that every other mechanic does.
Well, I was thinking,
Side
this
biz.
is the easiest thing I have ever done, and it probably would have cost me $300 for the mechanic.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
thank you, me. Thank you, me.
You've come a long way since the foot pedal on the brakes, but
Yes.
you know,
Yes.
you
I've
do it
actually
well.
learned a lot of skills from with my car. I've learnt how to start your car when your starter motor is fucked. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I've told this story on the podcast. I can't remember.
I think you have, but say it again for the fans.
With the hammer, hammer story. Do you remember the hammer story?
I do remember the hammer story.
Lainey doesn't remember the hammer story, so maybe I haven't told it. So, okay. So my car, the starter motor stopped doing its thing. And basically the starter motor
Starts the car.
starts the car.
Yeah.
And I don't know the technical term, so whatever. But my understanding is there's two magnets in the starter motor that need to magnetize together, and that starts the power cycle, the energy cycle. Technical
That's
terms.
what they teach you at mechanical school.
They did
Yeah.
teach me that. However, when they can get a bit older, or sometimes they get like dirt and stuff in between the magnets, they stop working, and you have to get a new starter motor. However, this is what you do, and this is what I did. One morning, was going to the gym, and I was in all my Lululemon's gear, looking very cute, very legit. Walked out, and there was a guy across the road mucking around in his little ute. He had lots of tools and stuff, so I'm assuming he was a tradie.
And you said, did you need a hand?
I said, yeah, I've got skills. I've got many skills. Anyway, jump in the car, car's not starting. So this guy, I can see him, he turns around and he looks at me because he's noticed my car's not starting. Then he starts to walk over. Do you know what I do? In a blink of an eye, and he watches this all happen. I pop the bonnet, I lean over to the passenger side floor, I grab my hammer, jump out, run around to the front, open the bonnet, just yeet the starter motor with a hammer, just fucking the hardest douche you've ever heard. Boom, shut it, jump back in, start the car, drive off.
Easy.
And this guy's face was just like, what the fuck did I just witness?
He probably just was like, I'm in love.
Yeah. And so if your starter motor stops working, just give it a real hard duzz with your hammer and it'll just reignite it. You then eventually got to get it replaced. You can't duzz it forever.
But everybody's so creative.
Yeah. Exactly. So I can do that. I can do the transmission fluid.
What can't you do, Kate?
Okay,
That is the real
I can do
question.
so much. And when I had to replace the horn thing, when I locked myself out, I did that.
So wait, hang on. You do all this stuff yourself, but then you pay someone to wash your car.
Yeah. Basically,
Because
yeah.
it's almost too easy. You like a challenge, and washing your car is not good for the brain.
No, the reason I don't wash my own car is because I'd have to move the hose from out the back to the front. Too much effort.
Oh, I can understand that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, fair enough.
Anyway, what's been happening, Nick?
Well, Kate and I went to the Seagulls dip the other day.
It was get your tits out, free the nipple dip.
It was great.
Many boobs.
It was at the nude beach, so there was, like 100 chicks down there.
over 200 nipples.
Was it over? Oh, yes. Or maybe a few more if you have 3 nipples.
Yeah, a lot of people have
We don't
3.
discriminate. We were down there. Everyone's got their tops off. And the funniest part is, it's like everyone doing their morning walks. Like, obviously, the nude beach is like along a main dog/walking beach. And these people, like there's these
Walking in
two
the
guys
morning.
jogging past, and they're probably in their late 40s. And they're kind of just like looking like they know they're running through a nude beach, but there's maybe like one or two people at the nude beach normally, right? And they're like, look, and then they keep jogging. I'm like, no one at the office is going to believe them. When they go to work and say, I saw 200 titties this morning.
No one's going to believe them.
No.
I wish, honestly, I know we were at the nude beach, but anytime I saw a naked man, I was like, whoa.
I was like, is that person naked?
Yeah. I was honestly shook to see naked people at the naked beach.
Same.
I don't know why.
But there's only like, I think there's only like 3 other naked people.
Yeah, I saw that dude's willy. Did you see the guy's willy?
I did see the guy's willy.
Huge, because we were far away and I could see it. Like,
that's why he's at the
swaying
naked
in
beach.
the wind, and I didn't want to look, but I also couldn't look away.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, no, for sure. You have to do the like and kind of look, but
Yeah.
like don't look like you're staring. And you know what? When we were sitting there and talking to everyone, I was like, I have never looked in someone's eyes so hard as I am right now, because you don't just want to stare at their tits. And I'm not normally an eye contact person. Like I like look around and I'm like, tits, people. So I don't want people to think I'm staring.
I could barely have a conversation because the whole time I was like, eyes, and then I had no other thoughts but eyes.
You can't think.
But at the same time, I wanted to look at the array of boobs that were there, so I felt normal.
Yeah,
you know,
it's great. And actually, it was so nice swimming without a top on.
Pierced nipples. I noticed.
Yeah, lots.
I thought I was one of a kind. Anyway,
Now you got to take it out.
I got to take it out.
It's not cool anymore. Everyone's got it.
Yeah,
not original.
I could do a double, like a little cross. That'd be
Why
cool.
don't you get both nips pierced? That'll be different.
It actually was the most painful thing I've ever done in my entire life. I will never do it again.
Really?
Ever.
Oh.
I had to get a lollipop afterwards from the lady that pierced it for me.
Well, that's the least that they should give you.
Few updates me. I guess like an announcement for everyone.
Please.
I'm a runner now.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm an athlete. I know I was a swimmer before. I bought the shoes. I bought the expensive running shoes.
The Hockers.
I'm now running.
Well,
so
if you want any tips, I actually was the 2007 champion long distance runner at my school. So if anyone,
Mount Lawley Senior High
no,
School.
that's primary school, babe.
Oh.
But yes, I did.
You're
win long distance 4 years in a row. So please,
Wow,
any
well-
tips? I could write you up a complex carbohydrates diet.
Thank you, but I don't know if you remember I won the sports award in year 7, so I think I'm good.
Well, I
think
do
I'm
want it
good.
too. So maybe we could get together, write a program, sell
Throw
it.
some ideas off each other. But yeah, I'm doing a half marathon in 2 months. Can't really run, so I'd say watch this space. My friend saw me running yesterday and I said, how did I look? Did I look natural? And she said, yes. But I don't know if she was just saying that to be nice or if it was a sarcastic yes or if it was a legitimate yes. I don't know.
Maybe I'll do it with you.
Nah. Let me have my thing.
Your thing along with 20,000 other people.
Let me be
it's
me.
actually my thing. Why are these people at this half marathon? It's so weird.
Just let me do my own thing for once in a minute.
Oh, bless.
Me and Nicola also had a funny meeting the other day. We had a meeting with one of our lawyers. Yes, we have many lawyers. And we had this accountant man that said he would sit in on the meeting. And so I'm thinking slightly overweight, balding, white hair.
But we
man.
don't stereotype.
We don't stereotype, but I'm stereotyping before we get into the meeting. It's a Teams meeting. I jump on the meeting. I see Nicolette. Nicolette's looking very...
I'm shocked.
She's in shock. I see Nicolette
dishevelled.
first and I'm thinking, why is she in shock? The accountant pops up
Hottest man
of my entire life.
you've ever seen.
Sorry, Zach and Willow, but move over. Literally the hottest person I've ever seen, ever.
And I couldn't concentrate. I was like, and then Kate, and I'm like, okay, let's not. First, I want to start the meeting and say, can we just all discuss the elephant in the room?
Where are
You're
you
very
from?
hot, and I'm not looking my best. So if you give me 10, I'll be right back.
I'll be right back. I'm in a t-shirt. I got no makeup on.
I was like, oh my, and then I was like, oh, it's a bit dark in here. Was I going to turn the light on? No way.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Hiding.
No.
I could barely concentrate. The lawyer's giving us, spitting out all this jargon. I'm thinking, love, just slow down.
That's what I said.
We've got a lot to take on right now.
I was like, all I'm seeing is him.
Literally, and the thing is though, is what he would have been seeing is my face is gigantic on the screen, just in shock.
It sucks because you're normally, you're small on your own screen and you forget that you're big on everyone else's screen. Oh, honestly.
I messaged Nicolette halfway through.
And I couldn't control. She goes,
I could see Nicolette.
she says his name and then like the shocked face. And I was like, oh, and then I'm like trying not to look at Kate on Zoom because I was like,
I could see Nicolette, like, you know, when you like smile and then you stop smiling and you try to hold it in and then you kind of like let the little smile out. I could see she was going to lose
it
it.
was so funny.
Anyway, that's me.
Made the meeting a bit more interesting though, we'll say that. So So there. All right, our hot top for the day.
Yeah, 15 minutes in.
Great.
Sorry, everyone. We are talking about
Gym bros.
Wow, gym bros. My favourite. I love gym bros.
Love a gym bro. And this came up because I've seen heaps of videos lately talking about gym bros and like just the diets and the training schedule. You're probably aware of it, Kate, training for the
I
half
actually do
marathon.
CrossFit, so I would know. Yeah, again.
CrossFit half marathon. What can't she do?
I can do it all. I can change your transmission oil as well. Don't worry about it. No, wait, it's transmission fluid. So correct terminology there.
embarrassing.
What about gym? What exactly about gym bros would you like to say?
Well, there's many things, but I just made a few points. So I think the biggest one, right, is guys who think just because they're like ripped that they can take up the free weight section and just like spread out everywhere.
Move over.
Yeah.
I'm coming through.
Pick and I don't even use free weight, so I don't care. But this is from back when I was at the gym. There was like, they'd have like four weights sitting under them.
Nicolette does Pilates now, just so
I'm actually on the Pilates train, so, you know, that's the thing. Ordered a wedding dress, so I can't get too jacked now.
Yeah, you can't.
Um,
She said yes to the dress.
I did say yes to the dress, so anyway,
Whatever.
back to my gym bro stories. So they take up all the free weights and then, okay, they sit there and they do like 4 reps and then they put it down and then they sit there for 10 minutes. 4 reps.
And do you know what?
Put it down.
When they're sitting there.
They're on the phone.
No, yeah, they're sitting on the end of their chair.
Yep.
I'm just going to do it. They're leaning forward,
Yep.
right, and they're on their phone. They're wearing the tiny little stringlet, and all I'm seeing is back knee. That's all I'm seeing is back knee. Get off the roids, and you'll get rid of your back knee.
You will. It's actually a hell common sign. And then just being a bit, and this isn't all gym bros, so, you know, don't feel attacked, all right? This is just certain
Don't
type
come
of gym
at me.
bros.
This is why I have to do classes at the gym, because I get seriously infuriated by other people at the gym. Anytime I do my own thing, I spend more energy getting angry looking at fuckwits than actually working out. Me and my friend decided, we'll do a cute little workout together. We sat on the floor and bitched and moaned about everyone else in the gym for about 45 minutes. And then we went, we've used enough energy now. Let's go home.
Let's go home.
Yeah.
I think gym bros not understanding that chicks might not be into gym bros.
Okay, I think there was a study done that showed that gym bros actually get ripped less so for women, more for other men.
Yeah, I can see that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, like, you know, they'll be like, what's with all these chicks liking the dad bod, blah, blah, blah,
love a
blah,
dad
blah.
bod.
And I'm like, well, it's just because you're ripped. Like, no, that's not everyone's
Yeah.
style. But it's normally the attitude that accompanies it too. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
It's the vibe you're giving. It's the back knee. It's the stringlets.
It's the I love myself.
Why your legs shaved.
No one's hotter than me.
Yeah.
I'm God's gift to this earth. And only I can think like that.
And, you know,
That's me.
each to their own. Each to their own for sure. Just be better. But I wrote how to pick up at the gym.
Hit me.
And I've done that before. I picked up at the gym. However, it didn't go so well. So I'm going to tell you how to pick up at the gym, but I'm also going to say don't shit where you eat. So do whatever you want. But, okay, this is what I reckon. A little bit of mirror eye contact is always good. Now, momentarily fell in love with me at the gym the other day. I'm going to set the scene. So I'm walking around. I'm looking good. I had 2 little plaits as well.
Cute.
I'm walking back to get my bag, and there was some guy standing there on his phone. And as I walked past, he did the double take. I saw he did the double take. And in that moment, he fell in love with me. And I said, honey, I'm taken.
Sorry.
And then he followed me out. So I don't know if he was already leaving or if he just wanted to leave because he wanted to chat to me.
And then Kate ran to her car.
I ran
Got
to
the
my
hammer
car.
out, started the car and left.
Yeah. Anyway, so you could do a little bit of mirror eye contact for sure. A little, and then do look away, a little smile. You know what I mean? Then the next step is find them on Instagram. And you can find them. You can find anybody on Instagram. Even if you don't know their name, it's not that hard to figure it out.
If it's a gym with like a community gym, like
Easy.
CrossFit, find the CrossFit page. You'll be able to find them.
Even if it's Gold's Gym, which is all over the world, you can fucking find anybody.
Yeah.
And if you can't find them, tell me, I'll find them for you. It's not that hard. Follow them on Instagram. That's a good one. Then I've just put, look casual, hey. As you walk past, hey. But the problem with talking at the gym is everyone's got their headphones on. So if you go, hey, they go, huh? And they have to take it
Yeah.
off. It's awkward. So just, if they're not wearing headphones, hey.
Actually, I think a better way. Hello! And a big wave across the gym.
And like a point,
Yeah.
it's me.
Hi!
I followed you on Instagram.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's much better.
And then my final thing on how to pick up at the gym, once you've done all of this, just don't do it at the end of that because fuck it.
Don't do
Don't
what?
shit where you eat. Don't hook up with the gym. I've changed my mind. So that was
So
a roller
there's your
coaster.
tips, and then at the end of the day, don't do it.
But I don't know. I don't know if that helps. Probably doesn't. Just stop doing roids and, I mean, do whatever you want, but I don't want to see back knee. That's what I'm saying.
And I think you can tell the people that are there to pick up, and you can tell the people that are there just to work out.
I have a full bitch face when I'm at the gym. I give the don't fuck with me vibes.
It's like got massive headphones on, you're not hanging around.
I'm doing my chin-ups.
And if you're flirting with someone like, oh, like, can I borrow that? And you've asked a few times and you're trying to start a conversation and they're just being polite but not giving you anything back,
End it.
move on.
Yeah.
So, there.
Right. Let's get into the episode. Now, I've called this isn't a game of chess, is the name of the episode.
Okay.
Let me say that again. The name of the episode is This Isn't a Game of Chess. Why? You can't cheat in chess. And we're talking about cheating.
Well,
Segue. Really good segue.
that was a great segue. Yep.
Take it away, Nick.
All right, so we thought we were going to dive into cheating. So we've got theme 1, what's an affair? Relationships, will they work afterwards? And how do people get caught? And we just thought, why not have a chat about it?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So, first of all, started with a stat because I thought that's important.
We love
right?
stats.
So, mind you, this is just on heterosexual relationships because there is actually not many stats on LGBTQIA plus communities. So, or they have not been well studied or reported. So, this one's just heterosexual relationships. So, according to this study, 47.7% of them told their partners within a week that they'd cheated. So, this is on people that had cheated. So 47.7% told their partner within the week. 26.6% waited a month to tell their partner that they'd cheated. And 25.7% took 6 months or longer to tell their partner that they'd cheated. And this was mostly equal for men and women. So there wasn't
Much differentiation.
much different than that. Which I thought was quite interesting because I thought after 6 months, that's a long time. Like how can you sit there with that guilt for so long?
Okay, so one of the most common ways of cheating is actually through dating apps, and I have a story about this. According to a study published in Computers in Human Behaviour, 18% to 25% of Tinder users are in a committed relationship, oh my God, whilst using the app. 18 to 25%. That's huge
That's
numbers.
massive.
There's a high rate of getting caught, obviously because friends and family are seeing them, and I'll talk about that in a
Community,
momento.
people.
Yep. And 73.1% reported that one of their male friends is active on the app whilst in a relationship. And 56.1% of those stated that their female friends had used Tinder whilst being in a relationship. I have used Tinder whilst being in a relationship one time with my partner because that's when Tinder came out and we were like wanted to have a little play around for
Yeah.
fun. And we did it as a family.
On the projector screen, everyone can see what's going on.
It was like me, my boyfriend, we just made like a fake account, my mum, and we're like, oh, this is kind of fun. And then after 5 minutes, we deleted it.
yeah.
There you go.
But yeah, well, that was when it first came
Yeah.
out. I remember everyone was on it. It was great.
Yep. Okay, so I have a few cheating stories. One of them, this is kind of funny. This is when I was a youth, so I was still in school. Me and my family used to go to Roto every summer, and there was this beach called Pinky's. My microphone hasn't been on.
I just turned it off so I could have a drink.
Oh,
And not be like.
oh okay. We would go to at night time. You go to Pinky's Beach. Pinky's Beach is a beach. I don't know if it's the same anymore, but everyone would go there to hook up when you were a youth. One weekend.
It's too bougie now.
Yeah, I think it's moved to the basin. I wouldn't know because I'm not a youth. Anyway, one weekend I was there, met this guy. We like kissed. We went up to the lighthouse and kissed.
Wow,
Quite a
romantic.
few times. Yeah. And then the cops came that night, so we all had to run away. But before we kissed, want to clarify, I did actually ask him if he had a girlfriend, and he said no. Okay. Everyone kind of knew this guy because when you're there at Roto for a long time, everyone gets to know each other. Come back a week later, there's a different vibe at Pinky's. Everyone's kind of sitting in a circle. We're all like, there's everyone, maybe like 15 of us sitting in a circle. My brother's there. He knows I've kissed this guy, right? My brother's only 2 years older. My brother is talking to this girl, and the girl says, oh, my boyfriend was here last weekend and he kissed some girl. He cheated on me. And without thinking, my brother goes, oh, yeah, that was my sister. And then pointed to me. And I went, ah! And I grabbed my friend and we yeeted the fuck out of there. I literally ran.
Way to throw you under the bus, bro.
I literally ran from Pinky's Beach all the way back to Geordie, which is what, like 3-4 Ks?
Yeah.
Yeeted the fuck out of there. And then Luke had already said it and then realised what he said. That I was the adulterer. But I didn't know.
Well, you didn't know.
And clearly, girl, just dump that guy. He's a loser anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my story.
Have you seen this chick on TikTok, Pool?
Peel?
Pool? Okay, she's popped up a few times. Have you seen her, Lainey? No? She's like American, I don't know, rednecky, I don't know. One of those people that like from the South that are really like anti-women, but they are a woman. You know, one of those people.
Okay.
And she's like, makes videos and she's like, you know, women always talk about like how their partners cheat, but why did they cheat? What did you do? Were you sleeping with them enough? Were they getting satisfaction? Like all this stuff.
And fair question.
Literally, but and she just goes on. And she's like, you know, these men will come home from a day of work and the house isn't clean and their wife doesn't have makeup on. And then, you know, you wonder why they go out and cheat on you. And she has so many videos like this. It's honestly...
Is she getting reamed on TikTok or are people
she's
agreeing
getting
with her?
reamed. Like, people are reposting it. Like, everyone's just saying these things, like, being like, I was with, like, a loving, committed, submissive wife for all these years and I got cheated on. Like, just goes on. And I was like, who is brainwashing this poor girl?
To think that women have to do all this stuff just so men won't cheat on us.
And the worst part is, she's not even in a relationship or married.
Well, is she going to be the most amazing partner when she's...
And that's what everyone said. Everyone's like, has anyone picked Pearl yet? Like, why is she
if I was a dude, I would say, yes, please, Pearl.
And it's so funny because some of the comments are like, no, only facts spoken. Like, they're like agreeing with Pearl. So Pearl obviously thinks she's like the best thing ever. And I was like, if a guy agrees with that, what? Like, why would you want to be with that person anyway?
Yeah.
So anyway, it's just funny. I'll send you some of them.
Okay, so now that I've told my story and we've spoken about Pearl, very important, what counts as an affair?
I think it's different for everyone.
Okay.
What do you reckon?
Yes. I think obviously like kissing somebody else, having sex with somebody else, 100% cheating. I do also think there's like factors of emotional cheating as well. Mm-hmm. And I have been emotionally cheated on in my past.
Well,
my ex, my OG boyfriend, we'll call him the OG one. I was with him for quite a long time. He at one point in the relationship, I don't know if we're 3 years in or we're 4 years in, he was found on dating apps by my friends. And they had to hold an intervention with me. I was like, they arranged like a little catch up and I was like, why are they all coming over? It's so weird. With snacks to my house. And then they dumped the news that not only was he on things like Tinder and shit, he was on like paid dating sites. Like
not
RSVP
eHarmony.
shit. eHarmony. He was on eHarmony, RSVP.
I thought eHarmony was for like 50-year-old horsies.
That's what I thought. He was on these dating
Wow.
apps. Anyway, I took him back. A year before that,
Young and naive.
I found out he also had an additional Facebook page. This is when Facebook, there was no Instagram. He had a second Facebook page that he was using to message girls. Guys, I'm so stupid. And he told me he didn't have Snapchat. And the reason he got rid of his Snapchat was because he was just Snapchatting all these random girls and never me. And you know how, I don't know if you can still see it because I don't really use Snapchat, but you can see when your numbers go up.
Oh, I think that used to be a thing.
His numbers were like going up heaps, but I was like never getting any Snapchats.
Yeah.
And I was like, I really don't give a fuck if it's going to the boys, but also I want to know what you're doing during the day. Like send me funny Snapchats.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're sending it to
everyone
the
else.
mates. Anyway, it turns out he was sending it to all these girls. So he got rid of his Snapchat. But then when I found the second Facebook page, he was messaging a girl and gave him her Snapchat.
Oh
so
my
he got
God.
Snapchat back. He was also only ever liking like hot chicks pics on Instagram.
Oh, that's so icky.
Yeah. So
Especially when they're like Insta famous and you're liking someone's picture with 1 million followers, like they're not going to notice you. Like,
exactly. So I would say for me that was a whole lot of like emotional cheating, bad behaviours. I'm a moron. We got back together every time afterwards.
yeah.
Yay. But from that I developed some serious trust issues.
Yes.
And a lot of them to do with social media. Like when we were living together, anytime I'd see him like just playing on his phone, anxiety through the roof. through the fucking roof.
But like, I feel like that's justified. You know what I mean? It's like setting your boundaries. Like, guys will be like, or whoever will be like, oh, my partner doesn't let me have Snapchat. She's psycho, or he's psycho. And you're like, but why? Like, there's a reason that you've broken that trust originally. I was like, if you had never done anything, your partner wouldn't give a fuck. So,
yeah, exactly. So I don't know if I would classify like the fake accounts as cheating, but it's just like a huge betrayal of trust.
yeah, because then it's just like, well, what were you aiming to get out of that?
Yeah.
So was that like the first steps?
Yeah.
Like, was he going to meet up with them?
And one of them
Damn
was
it.
this girl he was like PTing as well.
Do you have
So stressful. I did feel used and abused in
Used
that
and
moment.
abused.
Fucking 32 minutes rambling on about fucking.
That's good.
Hope you like this one, Connor.
We've got to get Connor's mug ready.
We do have to get Connor's mic. He commented on it the other day. Did you see that?
Where's my mug?
He was like, I'm still waiting. And I said, all in good time, my friend. Oh, no, I think I said good things come to those who wait.
We've got it. We'll make him your mug. We'll make your mug, Connor. We know you're listening. I'm most loyal fan. You're our +1 to the podcasting awards.
Okay, so
What counts as an affair? Go, Nicolette.
so I guess there's like emotional cheating. Well, this one they said desiring your current partner and another, like, or another person. So like, I guess like picturing someone else or like visualizing someone else, which I think is fine as long as you're not like openly telling your partner. Like, you wouldn't be like, oh, when we have sex, I like to picture, I don't know, Megan Fox or something.
No, but okay, what if Zach was picturing someone that you know and had these really strong feelings for them but was
Yeah.
staying with you?
No, that's weird.
End it.
But no, for sure. But that's what I mean. Like, I don't think it's weird to maybe think about or fantasize about other people. Like, as long as you're not doing it every single time, or like you're still enjoying your partner. But like, if you have like, I don't know, certain fantasies about some people.
Gerard Butler.
Exactly. But then be like, wow, I'm obsessed with this person. That's what I think about when I'm fucking you. Like, that's weird. You know?
Yeah.
So I don't think that counts as cheating.
No.
I think texting, video calling, sexting, obviously weird.
Yeah, sexting. Nah, dog.
That's cheating
Not
for
at
sure.
all.
And also, what are you getting out of it? Like, if you really want to do it that bad, and you're like, my partner doesn't do it, have you asked if your partner wants to sext you? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like lots of people are quick to be like, my partner's so boring, they're never interested in this stuff, but they like maybe never spoken to their partner about it.
I'm the most awkward sexter. I literally have to Google what to say. I Google it
Yeah.
and then I copy and paste because I don't know what to say. My photos, it's very awkward.
I can't take sexy photos.
I did a nice one in the bath, but I obviously cropped my head out.
Well, like we say,
No face, no trace.
no trace. Take your crop your head out.
Okay. So say your partner has cheated, whether that's like physically having sex with someone, they're emotionally cheating, so they're forming an emotional connection with someone else, or they're doing what was done to me in terms of fate with like dating apps and all that sort of stuff. Will a relationship work after that? What do you reckon?
I don't know. I mean, I'm glad that I haven't been in this, so I don't really know. But I think it depends on the couple, because I think it would depend what you're throwing away. Do you have like kids, a house, like all these things? I reckon if it was early days and you weren't living together and you had nothing together, I'd probably be like, nah, I don't have time for this. But I feel like,
Lift our standards.
yeah, I feel like if you had a lot more on the line, you'd maybe see what they did and see if you could work through it.
I also think people can make mistakes.
Yeah.
Like in the past, I've made mistakes. Like I've never cheated, but I've definitely made a mistake and been like, definitely shouldn't have done that. We'll never do it again.
Yeah.
Ever. So I think there's that aspect of things, but also I think you need to have higher respect for your partner. And also if you are emotionally cheating or whatever, like why? Is it because you're not actually that in love with your partner?
Yeah, exactly.
Like a bit of a conversation around that. Me and my ex, we did like work through it in the sense that I just forgave him and he said he wouldn't do it again and we moved on. However, it did happen a few more times and we stayed together. So really should have upped my standards and moved the fuck on.
Yeah.
Because then I had just ongoing trust issues for the rest of the relationship.
Well, that's what I reckon. If you're going to take them back, you can't hold a grudge.
Yeah, well, that's it. You've got to let it go.
You got to let it
have
go,
to
which
accept it and move
I don't
on.
think I could let it go.
Yeah.
So I think that's where it is, because you can't forever hold it over them. Like if you've said, okay, I'll take you back and we'll make it work, you can't forever hold that over them.
Yeah.
About it. But I also think it depends. Like they're having this full blown falling in love behind your back, texting every night, meeting up at work relationship, then I'd probably be like, okay, bye. Like you obviously don't love me. If it was maybe like a random one night stand, not saying that's better or anything like that, but I think it would be harder if there was like actual feelings involved with another person.
Yeah, yeah.
But like obviously if they slept with someone else, I don't think I could take them back either.
I would also be too embarrassed. Like if everybody knew,
Yeah.
I'd be so embarrassed. Like you've just mugged me off entirely.
Yeah.
Peace.
And I think it depends as well. Like this is why you have to be careful about who you talk to these things about. And that just like not even in cheating, but like who you talk to your partner about. Because
Yeah.
some people like nothing but like insult and ream their partner to their friends. And then their friends hate their partner and everyone's shocked why their friends hate
Yeah,
their
yeah,
partner.
yeah.
You're like, you only ever say bad things and how much they hurt you. Like, of course your friends are going to hate them.
Yeah,
So be careful of that.
yeah.
But I also want to say, did you see the Khloe Kardashian, Kristen Thompson thing?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Saw it.
What is
Where
it?
So you know how Tristan Thompson cheated on Khloe Kardashian like a
When
billion
she was
times?
pregnant or something?
Before that, when she was pregnant, has another baby mama. Like I reckon it's happened like 5 times, right?
Wait, Chloe is the one that makes the lip stuff.
No, that's Kylie.
Which one's Chloe?
Chloe is
The tall one.
The tall one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he cheated on her like a bazillion times. And then they had another kid. And then when she was pregnant, that kid cheated again. All right. So now Chloe's posted this photo and it's like Tristan with his 2 kids.
So she's still with him.
No, that's what, I don't know. I don't think she's with him. And she was like, post this full caption being like, happy birthday, like to the most amazing dad, like, and like blowing smoke up this guy's ass and like saying all these amazing things about him. And being like, she didn't say I love you. She didn't say they were together, but like how like they're parenting together or whatever. And I was like, what the fuck, man? Like, I was like, this guy's cheated on you 10 times. He's got like 2 other kids or whatever who he probably never sees. And you're saying he's like the best dad ever. I'm like, maybe to your kids, but like, what about his other kids? Or like
Yeah.
people that he's just knocked up and left. Like, I'm like, he's a shit person.
And
it
also,
just-
what sort of values is he instilling in his children if he's cheating on their
for the whole world to know, and these kids are going to grow up and know. And I'm just like, as much as I feel sorry for Chloe, I'm like, how long can we blame him and blame her for continually taking him back? Like, does he
Yeah.
have some sort of toxic like abuse on her, and he's like tricked her into taking him back? I don't know, but I'm kind of like, I can't give you any more sympathy if you keep taking this guy back and keep like saying all these nice things about him when he's a dick. Mm-hmm. So that's my thoughts on that.
Right. How do people get caught?
Well, how did you catch
Well, my friends caught
your
him.
friends? Yeah.
And they had screenshots for him. And do you know what he said? He said, oh, no, I just forgot to delete them.
4 years later?
One of them said, yeah, right. Oh, no, because we broke up very briefly because
Oh.
he actually said he didn't love me anymore.
That's
And then
nice.
we broke up for like 2 weeks and I lost a lot of weight. And then he was like, no, actually, I do love you. So anyway, then we got back together. 4 months later, he's on the dating apps. He said, no, I just forgot to delete them. Then tell me why it says you were active 2 days ago, bro.
That active feature has fucked a lot of people over.
Tell
I love
me
it
that.
though.
Riddle me that.
Riddle me that.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
But no, I took him back. So he got caught from friends. Yeah. I can see, though, like I can see situations unfolding where someone will cheat just to get out of a relationship.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I reckon, I don't know, but I reckon
It's an easy way out.
like my ex, the most recent one who we discussed in episode whatever of season 1, go listen back to it. I reckon his ex-girlfriend cheated on him because she couldn't figure out, because he was so manipulative and so hector, she couldn't figure out what was going on in the relationship and why she was unhappy, so she cheated just to get the fuck out of there. But real, what's the word when you're not realizing that you're doing it? What's the word for that?
What?
Like
Subconsciously?
subconsciously, I reckon that's what happened. So I can see situations where someone will want to get out of a relationship and cannot figure out another way to do it.
Yeah, and then
so
they
cheat.
hope their partner breaks up with them because they cheated
Yeah.
on them. Yeah.
But then you just, if they're the type of person that you don't know how to break up with them for, they're obviously the same type of person that's going to shit all over you to all their friends that you cheated on them, and that will be the reason why you broke up and won't take any accountability. So you're going to have to live with that for the rest of your life, that they're going to
Yeah.
probably destroy your character very briefly.
For sure. And I think, friends telling them, maybe people finding out, accidentally finding messages, videos, Snapchats. That's like the most two recent cheating
That
stories
just makes me
a friend told me.
anxiety.
And like they both found it. So one of them was like on their honeymoon or something, found that she was like messaging this guy, Snapchats, videos, sexting, like on their honeymoon. And then the other one, I think, just found out through like text, videos, everything. Like he had like a burner phone. And I was like, why go to that much effort to hide it? Like, just break up with them.
Yeah.
And then I think contracting an STI as well.
All I'm saying is you're not getting your STI from a toilet seat, babe.
No.
If you get an STI or your partner does, it's from sex.
Yeah,
with
they've
somebody
cheated
else.
on you. Condoms. If you're going to cheat on someone,
Wear a
at least,
goddamn condom.
at least wear a condom and protect your partner's health.
Yeah.
Because that is not fair if you pass on an STI
Yeah.
after you've cheated on them.
Once a cheater, always a cheater. What do you reckon?
I think people can make a mistake and grow and learn. Mm-hmm. However, twice a cheater, always a cheater.
Twice a cheater, always a cheater.
If you've done it more than once, you're probably going to keep doing it.
Okay, well, what about when my ex, he cheated, not on me. Well, this is the story. He cheated on an ex previously, a few exes before. Then remember when I was going through the breakup, we got a little bit of insider knowledge that potentially he also cheated on his ex, the one that cheated on him. We don't know. But then
A little tip for
I'm getting a little bit of TMI. I gave him thrush at one point in our relationship, right? Mm-hmm. And he
Yes, guys can get thrush.
Yes, I gave it to him. He had to have all the creams and all that sort of stuff, sorted it out. Then a month later, he'd been away over east and we hadn't had sex for a month, and then he had it randomly pop up again. And we hadn't had sex for a month, and he'd been in Melbourne getting drunk all weekend. Well, I don't know.
Weird.
I don't know. Is that just my trauma and my trust issues? Or did he cheat? Look, don't know.
Who knows?
Don't care.
All right, well, we hope you learned something.
That's it. That's all we've got time for today. Thank you for listening.
Follow us, give us a message, text us.
Just text us. just send us a text. Hey,
We're never giving you our phone number. But no, follow us on TikTok or Instagram at DayFacto. That's just where we post cool stuff in general. So see you next time.
over and out.